You've never looked at yourself in the mirror and said, "You let you down." Until you get to that point, you let you down. Tell me what you're complaining about. Winners complain. Winners want to hear themselves talk. Champions do not complain. Why? Because they're focusing on what they said they wanted to do as a goal. So the only thing you're missing now is, are you willing to get up and do the work? Well, we're gonna complain, you all. We're gonna work. You have a chance to. Control your destiny. That, my friend, is the American dream, not a Cadillac. I need you to give you your best. Come on, I'm playing with you. Look, I'm gonna say it one more time. I need you to give you your all. I didn't say your kids. I didn't say your spouse. I ain't say your best friend. I need you for the next 30 days to give you every single thing you've got. So do me a favor. Do you want it or not? Yes. The truth is, you gotta find something within. You gotta find something within, and that's gotta push you, and that's gotta elevate you, and that's gotta drive you, and that's gotta move you. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, "I'm not getting up on time. I'm not going to work on time. I'm not putting in 120% when I'm at work. I let me down"? You are a champion. Think like one. I value myself enough to give 120% or don't give a shit. Rich people don't waste time. They realize it's their most important commodity. They don't watch a lot of TV. They don't do a lot of entertainment. If they're not working, they're studying their craft and getting better at their craft. I would love to tell you that on the road to success, everything is going to work out. It's not. It's going to be a dogfight. You want what it looks like, but you don't know what it feels like. It's hard. It's tough. The investment is worth it. I'm telling you, set a standard. I went and got my GED. Then I got my 4-year degree. Then I got my master's degree. Then I got my PhD, and I ain't smart, but I set a standard. So when my kids came in this world, they mama got a master's. They daddy got a PhD. They at least got to finish high school. I set a standard, multimillionaire as a speaker from the bottom up. I set a standard, right? And so what I had to learn how to do was, I had to say, yo, when the lights go off, who is Eric? What am I working on? What's my North Star? What's important to me? What makes me happy? And when you find out what your why is, and your why got to be deeper than you. When you find your why, you don't hit snooze no more. When you find your why, you find a way to make it happen. You have full permission to be your greatness right now. You have full permission to be your greatness. Whatever your greatness is, you have full permission to be that right this second. Like, get to a point that if nobody else gives you any likes, or nobody ever comments on your stuff, or nobody ever says you great, you're happy with what you do. Like, you love yourself and you happy and you do it for you. The dream is yours, but you're saying, I'm not worthy of the dream. You're probably not. But it's been given to you anyway. I'm not smart enough. You're probably not. But it doesn't matter. It was given to you. And it's now your responsibility to do something with it. You've been given it. It's the gift that you never opened. It's the gift. It's yours. Do what you say you're gonna do. And you make no excuses. Nothing get in your way. I left. I was like, I got to be in control of my life, and I wasn't mad at nobody. I'm not mad at nobody. Now, it's just, I feel like I got to be in control. If something go wrong, I want it to go wrong on my dime, not yours. I don't want to play by your rules. I want to play by my rules. Take control. Go for it. Please, you have to hear this. When I say I need you to be intentional and deliberate, hear me? I want to paint the picture. You have one team that has the ability to score. They have the ability to do well. They have the ability to score on the opponent. What their challenge is that they can't do it. They can't sustain it. You have one team that's good in spurts. You have another team that's dominant. The teams that are dominant because they can do it from beginning to end, right? Listen to me. And they can do it team after team after team, right? They can do it over and over and over. They dominate because they put pressure on you from the time you start to the very end. Like, oh, even when they're up, they continue to dominate. And your problem is, you're not intentional and deliberate. You wake up on Monday and you might be strong, but by Wednesday, are you hearing what I'm telling you? You're not intentional and deliberate. You are hoping that the best is going to happen to you, and the best never happens to you. And this is critical, what don't you have? Because all these things are going to stop you from getting to that next level. What don't you have in terms of getting to that next level? What don't you currently have? Because what you don't have, you need to start doing your homework so you can what? So you gonna get that? You owe yourself. I didn't get here making excuses. It's your life. Only one person can stop you from making that become a reality, and that's you. And a lot of y'all scared just walking. Stop running from it because your life ain't sweet. It ain't like your life's sweet from running. What's my North Star? Why am I here? What's my purpose? Leave your mark. That's why I'm so happy. I ain't happy because of no house. I ain't happy because of no cars. I know my purpose. But with this right here and your skill set, this thing can take you wherever you want to go and then take your kids wherever you want them to go. And you complaining because coach wants you to work and practice so you can get what you said you wanted. Hey you mad at coach because he ain't going to let you take no shortcuts, because there ain't no shortcuts on the next level. Y'all think you think this hard? Wait until you get to the pros. Most people were closer than they ever thought they were to finishing that big thing, but they never finished it because they didn't feel like finishing it. Or they were doing it and it was pain. And most people quit in the pain because the pain hurt so bad that they don't know if they want to keep going to get to go. But you've got to take your focus off of what's not happening and put your focus on what can happen. So if you're focusing on a negative, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to see. No more blaming. No more. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear this teacher did me wrong. This was me. My mentor didn't. My mama didn't. My daddy didn't. Stop the blaming. If it's your life, I need you to take complete ownership of it. It's your life. I don't want to hear no more excuses. You blame, that's what you do. You make excuses for why you broke. You make excuses for why you stuck. And it is easier to make it somebody else's fault than to man up and look in the mirror and say it was your fault. It's easy to put it on somebody else. Why? Because then you ain't got to do nothing. There is no excuse for not living up to your fullest potential. No excuse.